All right, welcome back, to another episode of the Top of Our Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and with me, I got my boys, them Walter and Sam. And tonight, we have a cricket enthusiast, one of our fans that typically interact with us on the show, Mr. Tissel Simmons. He's an old timer, been around the game, love the game. Mr. Simmons, welcome to the Top of Our Cricket Podcast. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastically well and happy to be here.
So good to have you, man.
Yeah,
Welcome, man.
yeah, and
Yeah.
And he's from Antigua and Barbuda, right?
Antigua and Barbuda
Yeah.
via the Virgin Islands, now in Florida.
Now in Florida.
No,
Yeah.
good,
Nice.
All right, so Mr. Simmons, you being a Antiguan and a Leeward Islands man,
Yes.
what we wanted to do was talk a bit about Leeward Islands cricket. How much do you have your hand on the pulse as it relates to Leeward Islands cricket right now? How informed are you?
I am very informed. I stay up with that. And I know almost all the players. Again, the president and me are schoolmates. Mr.
Yeah.
Enoch Lewis. He was the captain of my house in school and my school team.
Mm.
So I know him from a youth, and on top of the Leeward Islands cricket, I listen to Karen.
Carabao.
Yeah, then on a podcast he had there, and he was talking about his intention of becoming the president of the West Indies West Indies.
CWI.
Yeah, he had some ideas which sound good, but I don't know how can he implement them.
So before we go there, right? What was cricket like in your days?
It was like playing cricket all over, on the street, on the beach, on the road, with anything we get. Okay? Hard. And we used to play cricket like just every day, all day.
Mm.
Wake up in the morning, wagon train. That means calling the players out, okay? And first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That means you first hit the wicket. I second, you third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you bowl, you bat, you feel, you go sleep, you wake up, you come back, ball field again.
Cricket
Okay?
is life.
Play cricket all day. Wow. We have sheep and goat and cattle and so forth. And while they eating, we playing cricket in cane field. Okay?
So who's some of the people that you played with?
Oh man. First of all, I was at school with Enoch, Edward
Yeah.
Lewis, Curtly Ambrose, the Baptist, the Benjamin, and most all those guys who play for Leeward Islands and Antigua. I play most of them.
Mm.
Did you play that club cricket?
Yep. From school days.
What was your club or your village? I know because I know it's like a club village thing in
Silver
Antigua.
Farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When Keith Frederick and all those guys made Antigua team, I was the man that take the gears for them. Okay? They can't play no way, and then and without me. Okay? And I went on. I scored for Antigua. First of all, I scored for the local league in Antigua, then Antigua, then the Leeward Islands, and end up with the A team, when Haynes made the debut, I wrote that summary.
Who's that?
Haynes,
Oh, shoot.
when he made the 148 in Antigua, right? I wrote the summary for that game.
Nice. That's it.
And
That's interesting.
I scored from 1978 until by 2004. I saw every game played in Antigua, every single one.
The 400?
I was there. The 375, the 400, the fastest, whichever the fastest thing, I scored all those games.
What was the experience like being at the ground scoring the game when Lara broke that record the first time, 375?
It was like heaven come on earth. When the overnight score was 345, I think 347. That morning, 6:30 in the morning, you can't get in the field. People line up. Line up, long lines. 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to be there early. I happened to get it early because being a scorer, but the line was so long at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then when you get to 375, and I see Cigar will walk on the field. The whole thing, everything freeze. When Sobers walked on the field and shook his hand, like the whole ground like to just sink. And people, I see people cry. Cry water to the eye. Just so happy.
Mr. Simmons, I'll ask you a question since we're talking about the 400. I always ask a lot of old
Hold on,
timers.
start at 375 first.
The 375, yeah.
First,
The 375, yeah, there's a mistake I made. The 375. Not the 400, the 375, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, mistake. The question I like ask guys, like, did you see Sir Garfield Sober's bat?
Yes.
All right.
1971, Bobby was playing up in Antigua in a friendly game. And after that, he get caught at backward square leg, right? And the guy that took that catch and me raised up in the same village. And to me, is the best catch I ever seen up to now. He run like 20, 30 yards at backward square leg and dive and take a catch. So it was like 22.
So the question I'm asking of Sobers, Viv, and Brian.
You have to be that? Are you really? You don't ask me that. It's about the Master Blaster. Okay?
All right.
It's about the Master Blaster. Hitting across the line.
I didn't even gotta come across. Yeah,
Don't
I didn't even gotta
question,
finish
please.
the question, Yeah.
Not Viv Richards.
Mr. Simmons
Not
wants
Viv Richards,
to
okay?
to Antigua.
Nobody. I've seen nobody but Viv Richards, okay?
All right, sir. All right, sir.
He don't bat, he dominate.
He dominate. All right.
Okay? And that is what we can have now. Okay? These guys are survivors. Viv make them wonder how to bowl. Okay? The best ball, the best delivery, he carried to the boundary. And they do hit across the line. And nowadays, they play across the line. He's not straight, he's not playing straight. He's in the feet. He said when he went to England, the coach tell him, "Oh, you're not playing straight. Hit in the V." He say, "In mind, all I want to find is the gap. Okay? I don't want to play straight down the line and can't beat the field. Okay? He want to find the gaps. Okay? He's an artist. Okay? He's an artist himself. Okay? So he find a way to make runs. And no, Viv Richards, hello? Oh, don't ask the question again, please, okay? I don't like to really say that so much, you know.
Yeah. In terms of pacers out of Antigua.
What?
In terms of pacers out of Antigua, who's your number one and why?
Ambrose.
All right.
Sammy's an Ambrose man, Ambrose fan, a big fan of Ambrose.
Ambrose is my favorite cricketer of all time.
Ambrose, look, I love all them, you know. I went to school all them. Only one I went to school with was the first one, Roberts, right? And he got to school here, but I went to school all them. Look how Ambrose we could get all the time. Caught behind, bold, LBW, line and length.
Top of off.
Okay. When you get wicket caught behind, caught in the slips and LBW at bowl, it simply means you are bowling line and length. Okay? And as he say, his economy rate is what drive him. Okay? Don't score for him. He said if you want to drive, buy a car. Don't drive him, okay? So all these guys, and it's so funny, him, Ambrose, he couldn't make our school team. His brother, I was saying that his brother would have been the player to make West Indies team. This guy could keep and bat.
What was his brother's name?
His name is Aldanza Ambrose. Aldanza.
Okay.
Aldanza Ambrose. And he was the captain of our school team too. Curtly couldn't make the school team. Okay? So when I went to the Virgin Islands, an Antigua team came there to tour the Virgin Islands. I'm walking, Thistle! Look back. Ambrose this man. I said, which Ambrose? Thinking it was the brother. He said, no, Curtly Ambrose this and now. I walk, I said, what are you doing here? Come to play cricket. I said, with the team? The which team? I said, this team. I like shock. I see this man start the ball. And we said, so did something wrong. So he started to tell these guys now, we went to school together, and he didn't play cricket in school, and he was right. Yeah. The next year, I hear him played against you guys in Guyana against cricket. Next year, he was in this team. I was in total shock.
So Curtly was in sense
a basketball player.
Cricket was a second choice.
Yes, no, he didn't play at all.
Right.
Basketball he used to play in school. Basketball. So after I left Antigua, I saw him in the Virgin Islands. I was still like, are you serious? You know? And he talking to me and telling me he come with the team. So I thought he came as just to watch the game. He said he playing today. So I say, are you kidding? I say, I run up on board, Mr. Tal. Something wrong. Something wrong. And then when the game done, we went out for lunch the next day. So me say, Mr. Ambrose, come on. What going on? He said, boy, we just start the game, you know. And me find me start the ball good. And next thing you hear, Antigua call him up. He said, man, you bowl well. You're the best. To me, you're the best on the team. He said, look, if I can be the best, I don't want to play. Okay?
So you think that mentality, based on what Curtly said there to you think that mentality is what is missing in today's player?
Definitely. Viv said, no, I want to be best. Listen to them. Viv said, I want to be the best. I may be. I had an interview with him here. Viv said he wanted to be the best. Ambrose say, if you not the best, you don't want to play. That is the problem. That is why I cannot blame the coach alone.
Yeah.
The players have the own responsibility. They need to tell themselves that I want to be here. Okay? Prepare yourself. No coach. The coach is coaching the entire team, not you. Okay? You coach yourself. The coach is teaching you what the team want to accomplish. You have to want to accomplish what you want for your own self. Okay? So when you when you playing for a team, any team, that's fine. But what do you want for your own self? Who are you playing for? You're playing for yourself first and your team second. For yourself means that you have to want to accomplish something to help your team. Okay? Because if you don't do well, how can you expect your team to do well? It doesn't work like that.
How would
yourself.
How would you compare cricket back in the day in Antigua as compared to now, and even the Leeward Islands as a whole, but starting with Antigua, as compared to back in the days and now?
Competition tight. Okay? What is the aim? Sobers, Seymour, Nurse, Basil,
Butcher,
Anai, Salaman, Nurse. The way you didn't do Skull, you know? You wonder who these guys were. Kanai, when I hear his call, I get goosebumps. Okay? There are all the fun guy now, Solomon. Right? Joe Solomon. These guys are guys that you want to be. You're playing and you are sober. You're sober, you're Griffith, you're Hall, you're Nurse, you're someone who's players all the time. So when you in the wicket or you batted, you actually call yourself sobers. Okay? You know what I mean? So you want to be, that's where you want to be. And when you're playing, you don't want to get out because it don't happen. Tomorrow, they're not picking you. Hello. Okay? So when you go there, when you get a pick in the team, make sure you don't out again. Okay? Because the next game you out.
You mentioned you mentioned competition, right? Walter asked a question about modern day Antigua and Leeward Islands in terms of what it looks like now, right? What do you think is the difference between players of the past and the modern day Antigua Leeward Islands cricketers?
Okay. First of all, competition again. Leeward Islands tournament. Antigua versus St. Kitts versus Strat, Anguilla. Jim Allen just passed the other day, right? Jim Allen just passed the other day. when Montserrat playing against Antigua, they can't get in the stand. Because half of Antigua believe Jim Allen better than the Blaster. So the people fans, so Jim Allen and him alone bring fans there. Okay? St. Kitts now, they believe that they were the best. So when St. Kitts come now, they bring a whole army with them, flying from St. Kitts to Antigua. Okay? So half the ARG is Antigua and half from St. Kitts. That alone show the kind of interest. When I remember Viv Richards came to went to Antigua at 18, he met 0 and 0. He out 3 times in one game. Okay? What happened? The first innings, he made 2. No, 4. So now, everybody argue now. Try he can't bat. Try he can't bat. Second innings come now. LBW for 0. They start the game. Not today. The game was stopped. Protest. The umpire changed his mind. Put it back in. Next 2 balls, he was bowled. So he out 3 times in one game. Okay? And I'm telling you, Antigua was on fire. And the whole place went silent. What happened? Victor Eddie make 100 again. So here comes the Kitchener now. Antigua did win the game, and the Roberts get like 8 wickets or something like that, 8 for 42. And the Roberts, right? Victor Eddie make 100. So St. Kitts people now flag in the air. Viv McNaught, Victor Eddie make 100. St. Kitts lose the game. Those things there is what we don't have anymore. You know?
Do you think it's an administration thing?
No, I hate to blame people. Blame yourself. I think it's competition. If, like for instance, these guys now say want pay, a high pay. I understand you want more money, but you have to work for it. You can generate a crowd. How can the association pay you high prices and you can't bring the crowd at the ground? It makes no sense. The crowds are empty. The grounds are empty because people don't want to see about. Okay? I remember when again Wildcat Weeks when Wildcat Weeks on Pavel when he died 1966 I think we played cricket in Antigua and his plane flew over Antigua. Everybody stopped playing cricket and stand to watch that plane. Okay?
That was Sir Frank Worrell?
Yes. I remember as a little boy, the game stopped and watched that plane flew over. Okay? The point I'm making here, there were people there we want to be like. And we want to get to that stage. These days, who they want to be like? You have Laura, Gardner, Greenwich, Viv Richards. 3 are the top Batman in West Indies at all times in my mind, right? And these and none of them people want to be like them. Are you kidding me?
Do you think there's a lack of appreciation for the history of West Indies cricket in terms of the Greenidges and Haynes and Richards
Definitely.
for
Yes.
this young generation here?
Yes. They don't appreciate what these guys were able to do for us. Okay? The pride that they brought us, the joy, the entertainment, the glory. Make us walk proud. I hear, think was Holden talking about in England. When they played in England, all West Indians feel so happy and big and bold because West Indies win. Okay? The pride that they brought for us in the Caribbean, not only home, but away. When I went to the Virgin Islands, here, and I tell them from Antigua, the first name they call, who? Richards. That's the only Virgin Islands, a U.S. place. And they know about Viv Richards. Okay? And when they hear his name called, hear Antigua, the first name they call, that's the point I'm making, the pride. Okay? So having these people go out in the world, in India, Pakistan, Australia, England, all these places, and take the West Indies with them and put us on the map of the world, not only in cricket, but as a region and as a people. That is what the team has lost. Taking us with them to the world. Not playing for the West Indies, playing for the West Indians. Okay? Not the association, TWI, the entire people of the Caribbean. And that is what they need to understand. They are playing for all of us. And when they do well, we feel good about ourselves. Not because we win the game, but as a people. We are black people. And when black people feel good, we feel damn good. Okay? Okay? And we know why we're proud. The struggles. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So when we're able to go to England and get them 5-0, go to Australia and beat them, those two places in particular, during apartheid, remember during apartheid, India and Pakistan stood with us. Australia and India did not. Okay? So when we beat them, we are beating apartheid too. Okay? And that is the pride and the hurt we had in 1982 when the guys went to South Africa. They destroyed us. I understand financial part of it. I get it. That's money can't save you.
Well, Mr. Simmons, on that South Africa issue, personally, I would not have gone if I had to make that decision, right? But I get a sense that it wasn't only about money. Some of the guys I've heard, and you can, comment here, there was a view that they were able to go into the townships and actually interact with black people. So I'm not trying to justify them going. Like I said,
understand point, yeah.
gone.
I got the point.
I don't think enough has been said about what happened in South Africa, how they interacted with Black South Africans. What are your thoughts on that?
I heard Kraft talk about that. Talk about that. The first point, honorary, that the part that bothered me. Okay?
Honorary white.
Honorary white, okay? That day, I cannot get over that part there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
No. Viv say, with Viv now, he was offered a blank check. A blank check signed already.
Wow.
And he put any amount he want on it. He said, not me. The pride he took in himself and our people. So to go to South Africa and interact with the blacks, they were still being watched. Okay? They were supervised. They could not go in the local community and coach them, for example. You know what I mean? The media didn't tell us what they were doing. What we hear is true, people talking, but they were not covered. Okay?
Yeah.
So even though they went there under a system of control, which was apartheid.
Right.
And that's the problem. Okay? You invite us there, but yet still, you in control of who we talk to, what time, and the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The guys them weren't able to freely go there and be who they are.
Right.
Again, as who this? Viv say, he could not have done that for his own people and his own pride. How could I come back to Antigua and tell them guys who grew up with me, I went to South Africa? They shame myself.
Yeah.
Okay? That is the pride we took.
So have you forgiven the guys?
No.
The Lawrence Rose and Colin Croft?
No.
You haven't?
No. You know why? They betrayed us big time. Parry, who went there, was the vice captain of the Island side. The day before he went to South Africa, we were all there right at Songong watching the Island practice to play Jamaica. Parry came to practice that afternoon. The next thing too, in those days, when teams in practicing, the crowd just as big as the game. We could go watch them practice. I was there that afternoon. The next morning, Parry left Antigua. And when he gone, only when he gone, we heard that thing that like a dagger. Okay? They kind of stuff, I can. So when we hear the news in Antigua, I argue, no, I saw him. We did see him, he was there. He practiced yesterday, I read it on ground. Next morning he was gone.
So he left the team
in Antigua. I watched him practice the day before. I was there. Okay? And the next we will play Jamaica and the next 2 days in Antigua. When I was there practicing. He was the vice captain of the Luana side.
What's the best innings you've ever seen?
The fastest 100. The 186 in England. The 184, the 186 England, okay? The innings day, what about the innings day? What that I saw in person, the fastest 100. Why? It's not the amount of runs he score, or we score them. And that day, like he was thanking the Antiguans then for who we are. And it's so fun that was done in Antigua. You know? And he was making a statement. When he walked, look, that day, he was even walk, they say he walked a kind of way. That day, when he walked in the wicket, here, you could feel the steps. He walked so fast, got to the wicket. So fast that we know something happened, okay? And when he started to bat, and I said, no, something would be, and I tell you, and I seen the 375, I've seen the 400 too, both of them. They were classy, very classy, lot of shots. The problem is, we didn't win the games, okay?
So Antigua was the ARG was a pitch where we didn't expect results.
Yes, no
hello.
results.
At least generally.
We have the highest percentage of wins in Antigua.
Oh.
You're the statsman. You are the statsman is right there. Okay? The statsman is there. Go on Google.
And
okay?
Check it.
I'll check.
Check it out, please. Okay? Percentage-wise, there's one more game in Antigua than any other place percentage-wise.
So
okay,
let's take a step forward from, because we've talked a lot about the things that happened back in the day, right? The historic past. As you look at Antigua cricket right now, Leeward Islands cricket right now, what do you think needs to happen?
They need to have good organization from school up. I don't think the preparation is good. This 20 over game, 50 over game, no. Play 2-day games, okay? I watched tournament this year, Leeward tournament with 50 overs aside. You know what I mean? And expect to go and play in the Caribbean tournament and play 4 days. It doesn't work like that. In our days, you play 3 days. Okay? School cricket was 2 days. Local cricket was 2 days. And then you go on to Antigua, Leeward Island tournament, which is 3 days. Then from Leeward Island tournament to the Caribbean tournament, you play 4 days. And then higher stage, you play 5.
Yeah.
So how can you prepare me to play 4 days in a 50 over game? The match does not up.
It definitely doesn't. So we coming down to the end of the episode right now. I got a couple of questions. I don't know if the guys have any for you. It has been, there's some rumor that there haven't been any senior Leeward Islands cricket in the last, I think, 14 seasons. Can you confirm that?
That's not true. As I said, they play 50 over game up to this year. I watch it. The last 14 season, it has been for a while. Since Montserrat, the thing in Montserrat, the volcano, they were able to play in its tournament for a while. But they extended to the Virgin Islands, U.S. and British Virgin Islands, right? So they kind of make up for the last month's track. And up to 2000, Brian Trinidad came there, 2007, Barbados came to the Virgin Islands 2007, and so Trinidad, Brian Lara and the guys were there. So up to 2014 they play. The Hurricanes came those years and he held back a lot of the games. Now these guys play for the last 5 or 6 years. That's when they didn't really play. But they play some kind of, again, they're playing 50 over games. But the tournament that they had in the past, they don't have that anymore. And that day is a serious, serious problem.
So is it a lack of finances, or is it just down to bad management?
I think it's both. I think it's both. And when it comes to finances, again, I go back to what I said early on. You must be able to bring people at the park. If you can't bring it, you can't get paid. Okay? You pay yourself. Good cricket brings crowd. And if you can't bring the crowd, how you expect to get paid? You can't live like that.
Very true.
Okay?
Final question from me. I've heard Kyron Powell said it. I've heard Hayden Walsh say it in the past couple of days that they are not being able to use the facilities when they're out, when they're not playing games or when they're out of season to continue to hone their skills.
I read the article. I read the article too. I don't know how true is that, especially in Antigua. Antigua have a lot of grounds. The problem with Hayden Walsh, in particular, he wants to play at a certain place. Right? Like, for instance, now, he wants to go to ARG. Carnival is there. CCG, you know, it's a private ground. He's from Liberta. And Liberta is one of the most developed grounds in Antigua. He's from there. He plays for Liberta. Okay? So if you really want to play Liberta then, no?
True.
Okay?
So you're saying the facilities at the Liberta ground are pretty good.
Pretty good.
Because I saw Kenny Benjamin in the interview with Kyron Powell.
Yes, I saw it too. I watched it too. Yeah.
But I couldn't really see beyond him of what it looked like.
Yep.
Mr. Simmons, if you could please straighten up your camera so we can see. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look what happened there. Because Liberta grounds, they would have played under 15 this year. If you're going to play under 15 cricket, West Indies tournament, why Hayden Walsh can't practice there? Okay? And he's from there. He's from Liberta.
So he shouldn't
understand his argument.
He shouldn't have the same argument as a lot of players who would have tried to access Kensington Oval and places of that nature.
Exactly. Not he in particular.
You see, he could go there any time of the day and practice.
And they live. And he live too far from the field either. Okay? And so that's one thing. And again, he got All Saints, not too far away. Where Alzar is from. Okay?
I checked. The ground with the highest win percentage is Bordeaux at ERG second.
Okay, let me tell you so.
Bordeaux is number one.
I'm shocked.
No.
I guess the period you're looking at. I guess the period.
And they call Sabina Park and get an oval the Mecca, which is false. Opinion doesn't count with me.
Good one. But it's interesting just to the top. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want your opinion when I ask for none. Give a facts.
Right.
Okay? I know. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of telling me that the Kensington Oval and Sabina Park is where cricket, West Indies play good cricket. And I say go, that's not true. Antigua coming day and we have plenty wins.
On the topic of Antigua, on the topic of ARG, I feel like in a lot of ways we have lost part of our culture because now you don't see the Gravies and the other guys that I forgot what his name that used to be at Kensington Oval.
Yep.
Did you used to hang with Gravy?
We went to the same school. I know
I
his
miss
mother.
Gravy, man. I miss Gravy, bro.
I know his mother, his father, his six. I did family good. But the same school. All of us go to the same school. Ambrose, the Benjamin, all of us went to all the same school.
I don't know if you guys have any other questions for Mr. Simmons, because we got to wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah, another. Walter, you got anything there?
It's just nice chatting with you. Nice to hear about West Indies cricket. I mean, it's nice to have someone who, because we all love the game, and to have a varying perspective, and this is something that we want to do, right? Because we all have opinions, and we're sharing our platform with you.
Yeah.
And anybody else in the future, right? That would like to chat about West Indies cricket, because for me it's not about a Guyana or Antigua or Barbados or Trinidad. It's about West Indies. I call myself a integrationist because I think that as separate nations we don't do well, but together and the one institution that has shown that if we come together, we can do really great things, given the fact that from George Headley to Frank Barwell to today, even though we're losing, and like even now, why I think the 27 is important, even it shows where we are.
Yep.
And it is like, and if we don't change, this thing we call West Indies might be no more. So for me, thanks for. I'm really happy that you're on today.
Well, let me start with this here. Yeah. My grandfather and my great grandfather are from Barbados. When my great grandfather first wife died, he married to another woman. He had 2 sons with the first wife. And the second wife and his 2 sons could not be agreeable. One son went to Trinidad, one went to Dominica. Phil Simmons and Del Simmons come from that Simmons. Okay? And my grandfather went to Dominica. Then he met my grandmother in Antigua. Here I now flying from Barbados to Trinidad to Dominica to Antigua. So I'm a West Indian. Okay?
That is a true example of a West Indian.
I'm West Indian. Okay?
Yeah, because when I saw the Simmons name, of course, Lendl and that came to mind.
Them cousin. Okay?
It's funny how we all are related in many ways, because I got the same thing, because my people are from some of my people are from Barbados and they're archers. And so the 3 archers went to Guyana back in the day. So, I mean, yeah, one went to Essequibo, one went to Demerara, one went to Berbice. And I'm from the Berbice Archers. So, I mean, that's from my father, mother, them family.
I understand.
Anyway, but yeah.
So, when it comes to the Caribbean and the West Indies, I am no slouch. I'm a full West Indian. Okay? I'm a full West Indian, and I can speak of that, the Caribbean, like that, because I'm an Antiguan by birth, but my origins are elsewhere.
Wow. Yeah, true.
Well,
said.
On that note, we will end it.
Guys, my pleasure.
Thank you for coming on, Mr. Simmons. Stay in touch. We're gonna do this again.
I will.
We're gonna do this again.
I watch all the time, and don't worry.
Fellas, it was good having y'all on. Let me get this downloaded. Top of Off Cricket Podcast. It has been a great time having Mr. Simmons on board. We will talk to y'all next time.
Good thing. More to come.
All right, man. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Good.